How to use Scotiabank app on your mobile device. Hey everyone, welcome back to another tutorial video. In today's video, I'll show you how you can basically use Scotiabank and all of its features and functions. So we'll discuss about them in detail. So make sure to stick with us till the end to learn more about Scotiabank and how you can use the app to the fullest. So first of all, go to your App Store or Play Store and simply download the Scotiabank app. Now once you've downloaded the app, simply open it. Now since I already have an account on Scotiabank, it will simply ask me to log into my account. So if you don't have an account, you can simply open an account. You can register to Scotiabank either from the mobile app itself, or you can also do it online. Now if you want to learn how you can open an account online, I have a separate video on that. You can simply watch the video and open a bank account on your Scotiabank. I'll leave the link in the description. Now once you've opened an account, as you can see, I've opened a Student Banking Advantage Plan account, and I've also applied for a Scene Plus Visa card. So these are my two accounts right over here. And similarly, I also have a savings account, but we'll leave that for now. So let's talk about the home interface. So this is the place where you can see the list of all of your accounts right over here. So I have two banking accounts and one credit card account. If you want to, you can view the list of all of them right over here. If you want to open a new banking account, you can tap on the option open account and do so. And if you want to apply for a new credit card, you can do so by tapping the option add card, or you can also do this online. Similarly, I have a separate video on that. I'll leave the link in the description. You can simply check that video out. After that, you have Scene Plus rewards, as Scotiabank and Scene Plus go hand in hand. After that, you can see your balances, the amount you have and the amount you owe. You can discover products, offers, program, etc. So let's simply go through with our banking account. So first of all, I'll tap on my Student Banking Advantage Plan account. So as you can see, this is my checking account. Now as soon as I tap on the account, it will first of all provide me with all of these options, but for now we'll simply skip them. Let's only talk about these transactions right over here. So this is the place where you can see the transaction of your account, whichever account you choose. You can filter the transaction through the date. You can choose the date, let's say last 30 days, last 60 days, and if you want, you can also search a transaction by a type. So let's say I'll simply type in Google, and it will only show me the transactions done through Google, or which have the term Google in it. So that is basically how you can see the transactions of your particular account. Now if you see here, you can see the option transfer from, send money, more, and manage. Let's talk about all of them. So the first is transfer from. Now you can use this option to basically transfer from your checking account to any other account you'd like. Simply choose the account to which you'd like to send money, enter the amount, frequency, date, and once you tap on the option slide to transfer, you will have successfully sent money from your checking account. Now the second option is the Interac option, or the send money option. Once you tap on it, you can simply send money to someone else within Canada using Interac e-transfer. Simply select a contact, the amount, and simply once you tap on the option slide to send, you will have successfully sent an Interac e-transfer from your checking account. Now once you tap on the more option, it will basically provide you 4 different options. You can pay a bill, deposit a check, you can transfer to, and you can request money. Now all of these options have a separate page, or let's say a tab to it, so we'll simply discuss them later on in the video. Now let's tap on the manage option. Now it will take you to the debit card or your checking account, where if you want, you can simply view all of the statements of your checking account. You can also view all of the notices by tapping these respective options over here. Now if you want to view your account details, such as your account number, simply tap on this eye icon right over here, and then you will be able to see your Scotiabank's account number. Now you can see how much money I have on hold, how much balance I have. After that, if you want to view your account features, you can tap on the option view, and then you will be able to view all of your different account features you have. So as you can see, these are my account features. You can see the account fees, etc. You can also see the terms and conditions. So for now, we'll simply skip this process. After that, if you'd like to view the direct deposit information or simply your void check info, tap on the option view, and then you can see your direct deposit option over here. And if you want to download or share your void check, you can do so by tapping the option share info or get void check. So that is how you can get your void check or your direct deposit info. And if you want to set up CRA direct deposit, you can simply do so by tapping this option right over here. Now let's talk about the wire transfer info. Once you tap on the option view, there you will see your wire transfer information over here, such as your name, address, account number, bank name, SWIFT code, address, and intermediary bank info. Now once you've done all of them, if you want to view your transaction limits, simply tap on the option view, and then you can view all of your transaction limits right over here. Now similarly, if you would like to apply for overdraft protection, you can simply tap on the option overdraft protection and you can apply for it online. After that, you can choose your document delivery. It can be paperless or papered. It simply depends on your preference, but I'll simply recommend you to go paperless, as it both saves the environment and is also convenient for you, as you don't have to wait for the paper to arrive at your mail every time. After that, we have the Scotia Info Alerts. You can simply set up alerts. You can set it up so that it sends it to your email address or your app notifications. After that, we have the transfers and payment tab, where if you tap on it, you can see all of your upcoming transfers and payments. And finally, the last option is change account type, where you can basically change your existing account to a different account, but for now we'll simply skip that process. So those are basically the things you can do on your banking accounts. Now similarly, let's go to our savings account. And similarly, it is basically the same as your checking account, except you just have the options called make a contribution and make a withdrawal instead of other options. So if you want to make a contribution to your savings account, tap on the option make a contribution, and if you'd like to withdraw money from your savings account, tap on the option make a withdrawal. Remaining, it is basically the same as your checking account. Now let's talk about our credit card. So I'll simply tap on my Scene Plus Visa card, and now the transaction page is basically the same as the checking account, so I won't go through it. Now let's talk about the pay option, which is right over here. So if you would like to pay credit bill of your credit card, you can simply do so by tapping the option pay. Select from which account you'd like to pay your credit card bill. After that, select the amount you'd like to pay, the frequency, the date, and once you tap on the option slide to transfer, you will have successfully paid your credit card bill. Now if you want, you can also do the Scotia Select Pay, but for now I'll simply skip this process. And now let's talk about the manage. Now once you've done that, you will be taken to a somewhat similar page where you can basically view all the statements and also view all the notices of your credit card account. It is basically the same as your checking account, so I simply won't go through it. Now the other details include your credit card number, which you can see by tapping this eye icon right over here. After that, your credit limit, your annual interest rate, and your credit report. You can simply do all of these stuff right over here. After that, let's say you'd like to lock or unlock your credit card. You can simply do so by going to the lock or unlock card and then toggling this option right over here. After that, if you'd like to apply for a creditor insurance, you can simply do so, but for now I'll simply skip this process. After that, if you'd like to increase your credit limit, you can simply tap on the option increase credit limit, and then it will simply redirect you to another page where if you follow all the steps provided to you, you can successfully increase your credit limit on your Scotiabank. Now finally, the last option is supplementary card holders. So if you tap on it, you will be taken to this page where for some reason at the moment they can't complete our request. So let's simply skip this process as it is not that important. So that is basically it for the credit card tab. Now this right over here, you can see your current balance, pending balance, and available credit. So first of all, when you use your credit card to pay for something, it will first of all go to your pending tab, and only once the bank verifies your transfer, it will go to the current balance. So if you have $80 on your credit card, it doesn't mean that you have $80, but it means that you owe the bank $80 and you'll have to pay the $80 back. So it is the exact opposite of your checking account, where if you had $80 on your checking account, it meant that you actually had $80, but in case of your credit card, it's actually the opposite. In case of credit card, the amount you have that you can spend is basically this available credit right over here. As you can see, I had a $1,000 credit limit, of which I spent $80, and now I can use $919, but I'll have to pay that within the statement balance right over here. Otherwise, the bank will take interest from me or charge interest on that amount. So it's best to pay your credit card bills on time if you want to avoid fees and interest. So let's talk about some other options. So if you go to your home page, on the top right side of your screen, you can see the option called My Updates. So if you tap on it, you can basically view the recent statements of all of your accounts right over here. If you want to view the recent notices, you can also do that. And finally, the third option is the TransUnion credit score. If you want to view your credit score or get your credit report, you can simply tap on this option right over here, and then you can see your credit score from your Scotiabank app. So if you want to get your full credit report, you can tap on this option, and if you want to understand your score, you can simply tap on this option right over here. So that is basically it for the credit score on your Scotiabank app. Now let's talk about these options on the bottom side of the screen, and that will be it for our video. So the second option is the Move Money tab, where if you tap on it, it will basically provide you these different options right over here. So the first option is the Pay Bills option, where you can simply make bill payments by first of all adding a payee. After that, selecting from which account you'd like to pay your bill, enter the amount, frequency, and just like that, you'll have successfully paid your bills. And if you want to manage bills such as cancel an upcoming bill or cancel an scheduled payment, you can simply do so from this page right over here. After that, we have the option called transfer between accounts, where you can basically transfer funds from one account on your Scotiabank to another account. So let's say I simply want to transfer money from my checking account to my savings account, I can simply do so. Or let's say I just want to transfer money from my checking account to my credit card, I can do so by entering all of these details right over here. Now let's talk about this option right over here, which is one of the most important options, that is the Interac e-transfer. Now you can use Interac e-transfer to basically send money to anyone within Canada as long as they have an email address and Interac e-transfer set up. This is the easiest way on how you can send money within Canada. So to do that, simply tap on the option Interac e-transfer. After that, select from which account you will transfer your money from, and then select to which contact you'd like to send. So if you already have a contact set up, you can simply tap on them and then send them money. But if you don't have a contact set up, tap on the option Add New Contact, and you can either add a contact manually or import contact from device. Now I simply recommend you to add a contact manually, as all it takes is basically the contact name and either the email address or the phone number of that particular person you're trying to send money to. So once you've done all of those, you will have successfully added a new contact, and you can simply select the contact and send them money from this option right over here. Now similarly, you can also request money from that particular contact. Tap on the Request tab and then select from which contact you'd like to request money from, and once you enter the amount, the message, and then tap on the option Slide to Request or Send, you will have successfully done that. Now we have the third option called Deposit a Check. Now if you have a check and you'd like to deposit it through the mobile app without having to go to the bank itself, you can simply do so with this option right over here. Simply come to this option, enter to which account you'd like to deposit your check to. After that, enter the amount on your check, click both the front side and the back side of your check, and once you tap on the option Slide to Deposit, you'll have successfully deposited a check on your Scotiabank account. And finally, the last option is send money across the world, or simply make an international payment. You can simply do so. I have a separate video on how you can send money internationally from your Scotiabank. Simply make sure to watch that video if you'd like to use this option. I'll leave the link in the description. So with that being said, I'll simply leave this option for now. Now we have the third option called Advice Plus, which is right over here. Now in this page, for some reason, it is not showing me right over here, but usually it will simply show you your cash flow, your net cash, and etc. right over here, where you can simply compare the spendings, the earnings, the income, as well as the expense from each month, and you can compare them side to side. You can also see on what category you spend the money on and stuff like that. You also have the TransUnion credit score option, etc. over here. So let's simply skip this. After that, we have the fourth option called Scene Plus. So once you tap on it, you can basically see how much Scene Plus points you have over here, your membership number, your points overview. Now what Scene Plus points do is whenever you use your credit or debit card, it will give you points according to the purchase or the amount of money spent, and you can use these points to either redeem credit or you can also redeem rewards. Now to redeem rewards, you'll have to go through the Scene Plus app, and you can also browse the rewards catalog by tapping this option, and it will redirect you to the Scene Plus app. So for now, let's simply leave the Scene Plus category and then move on to the More tab, which is on the bottom right corner of your screen. After that, you will be taken to this page where it will provide you a bunch of various options such as Profile and Settings, Sign In and Security, Products and Services, Get to Know the App, Contact Us, Scotia, iTrade, Privacy and Legal, and finally Sign Out. Now if you'd like to sign out, you can simply do so by tapping this option right over here. Other than that, let's simply talk about all of these options right over here. So first is the profile and settings, where you can simply manage, edit your personal and contact info, such as your full legal name, your address, your contact information such as your email address and your primary phone number. After that, you can add or remove households. For now, we'll simply skip this process. After that, we have settings or options such as account display, from which you can select the accounts you want to display in your account summary page. So let's say you want to hide your saving account, you can simply untick this part, and then once you tap on the option save changes, the savings account will be hidden from this section right over here. So that is basically that option. Now if you want to manage auto deposit, you can simply do so. You can set up auto deposit on your Scotiabank, and if you want to remove, you can also remove it from this option. You can manage Interac registration, you can manage your balances, manage widgets, Apple Watch, you can manage your credit score settings, view transaction limits, and other stuff such as your notification, email preferences, and document delivery. We've already talked about all of these processes over here. After that, we have the sign in and security tab, where you can simply manage your Face ID, your username, and if you want, you can also change your password. After that, if you want, you can also turn on or turn off two-step verification for your Scotiabank account. After that, we have the products and services tab. Here you can simply find the products and services which are right for you. You can simply go through all of these products and apply for the products you'd like to apply for. After that, we have the get to know the app. If you want, you can also contact them by tapping the option contact us, and you can either text or call with a Scotiabank agent if you have any questions or queries. Finally, we have the privacy and legal option, where you can see the privacy agreement, digital privacy and interest-based advertising policy, digital access agreement, and open source libraries. So that is basically it for the Scotiabank app. That is basically how you use the app to the fullest and utilize all of its features and functions. Hope this video was helpful to you guys, and if it was, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on other videos such as these. Thank you so much for watching.